Okay, continuation from last week. We got everything stacked up out of the trailer. It turned out to be exactly a cord, 3 baskets. We got a ton of slash in here, so we're gonna have to get a tote ready for that. Okay, we moved the last maple totes over to the stack to let them dry, and then we just moved the rest of the good maple over to the piles to cut. We got 3 big pieces of maple left here, but they're gonna be boiler wood. They're pretty rotten in the middle, so anyway, the rest of the good maple, like I said, is over on the pile. I want to draw attention to this. I showed it before, but I don't know that I emphasized it enough. And this pile is a little bit different than the last one. There's going to be some bigger rounds, but I know with the log lift on these machines, people like to use the log lift and then they walk around the machine. I don't like to do that. That wastes time, in my opinion. So what I've done is I've set up to cut stuff that I can lift on the non-log lift side of the machine. Non-log lift side right here. Stuff that I should be able to lift or pretty close. I know this piece here is going to be a little big, and that piece there might be a little big, but we'll give it a try. It's maple, it's not all that heavy. And then over here we have 3 of the real big logs that I got left, and these are on the log lift side, so once I get them cut up, I'll be able to roll them right up to the log lift. So I guess there's 4. So that's what I've been doing here the last couple of times, and I really should get some of the last boiler chunks out of the way that I had. Unfortunately, I didn't do that, but this has been working well for me to cut the real big stuff up on the log lift side and then save time when I'm over here and the stuff I can lift. And then, like, anytime I have to pull the trailer ahead or start and stop to go do other things or whatever, I always start with a big chunk off of the log lift side, and then I'll come over here and I'll split for a while on the stuff that I can lift. So, yeah. Anyway, you'll see that in the upcoming portions of getting this done. But I wanted to draw attention. So that is the best way that I have found to utilize the log lift, but not waste time walking around the machine. Showed you last night, or maybe a couple nights ago. We moved these logs into position on each side of the splitter here. And what we're going to try and do right now is we're going to work on finishing up this maple. I got vacation coming up the week after the 4th, and I would like to have this maple done by then. At least all cut and split on the trailer. We'll see about the stack put away, but I want to get it up off the ground and get it drying. So that's going to be my goal. Well, those are all, the smaller ones are all cut up. I was using that Dolmar PS401 here in the last vlog or two, and it was going really good until I found some metal. You see the discoloration here in this one. There's something, a divot right there. Well, if you come over to this one, right there, there's a nail sticking out. So that screwed up the last cut there, the last couple cuts. I was still sharp enough to finish, but not near as sharp as it was when I started that log. But now all we got to do is go over and get a few big ones over there, and all that maple will be cut up. So, okay guys, we're back at it. It's Sunday morning now. We're gonna finish cutting up these big rounds on the other side of the splitter, on the log lift side of the splitter, and then we might be able to do some splitting today. It's an absolutely gorgeous day. I think a high of 71, nice and breezy, sunny. So hopefully we can get something done today. I can try and finish this race to vacation. I want to get this maple done, so hoping to have that done by vacation. So here we go. Okay, that's a wrap on cutting the maple, at least for now. Anything that's going to be firewood stand material anyway. What's up, bud?
I just like go all the way up there and I just like walk down there and try not to try that muddy tank.
Oh, okay.
That's why I knew that.
So we cleaned the scrap out of the trailer and put it in plastic tote on a pallet. And if you haven't seen that before, we save everything for the boiler. Nothing goes to waste around here, at least not much. And we're gonna do that. So right now I've moved all the logs out of the way, and we're gonna get this trailer positioned under the conveyor. So okay, and short of getting the tarp off and putting a little gas in the splitter, we are ready to go. Okay, so throughout the course of the day, I've started and stopped a couple of times, but we just pulled the trailer ahead a little bit, and we're gonna get started here again. And I just wanted to show you how we start. I always do one of the big chunks to start with. So if I'm going to start the splitter from this side, I'm going to load one of these up on the log lift, and we'll get started with one of the big ones, and then we'll go over and do some of the slightly smaller ones. Those are pretty heavy, but I'm able to lift all them for the most part. So anyway, that's how we utilize this when we cut on both sides of the splitter, and how we try and get it all done. Well, I ran out of gas on splitter. Working with those big rounds isn't quite as efficient. Alright, the sun's coming up. We came out, been going for a little bit already. Got the trailer pulled ahead into the last spot. I could have went ahead another foot or two, but oh well. Yeah, I just wanted to draw this to an end here. We're gonna finish this out this morning. I got an hour before I gotta leave for work, and this cutting on both sides of the splitter, something I would recommend people think about. I think you save a ton of time not using the log lift on that small stuff that you can handle, and you don't have to walk around the splitter at all and whatever. But then you do have the luxury of having the log lift for the ones that you need it for. So just my recommendation on how I best utilize that log lift and this Wolf Ridge splitter. So with that being said, let's finish this thing out. All right, we about did it. There's a couple of punky pieces that will probably just go in the boiler pile, and there's 1, 2, 3. That one's getting punky. That one's punky. 4, and maybe 5. Maybe 5 pieces left here. So that's got to be the biggest trailer load I've done with the conveyor, because I've leveled it out. Even had a couple of pieces come off the far side. So yeah, but it is time to go to work, and then tonight we have to start working on getting the firewood stands ready for the 4th. So this will be the last video before the 4th of July. So have a great holiday, and we will see you on the next one. Have a good day.